All right, lining them up. Should be another good one here with Open 125. S4 Supermaster 175C Super Shifter. It'll be Slava Prihodko. Can anybody take him down today as we get ready for the start? And Vivek Tandit up on the front row. But watch out for Tyler Kaufman, the Bakersfield Bullet, and Troy Butts, a 172 in row 2. Alan Michelle, the 110. 107 is Bond, Sean Bond. Chris Curtis, the 225. 10C, Philip Conte. Ron Rossetti, the 58. 641 is Larry Hayashigawa. And here we go racing. Shifters battle for position into that first turn, and a great start for the 46. Slava Prihodko. Kaufman moves into second. The Bakersfield Bullet.
Boy, what a start by Prihodko on that one. Challenge for second as they head into Monaco.
Rest of the field is Ron Rossetti, the 58, Warren Kinberg, the 36, 80 is Carl Lewis, the Axe, Willie Axton, the 24. Watch what the Axe can do from the back. Matt Landfield, the 702. 641 is Hayashigawa, as we mentioned. Edward Mantini, the 72, and the 91 of William Wright. Slava the advantage. 17 moves up. That's Tandon in front of Kaufman after one lap.
Willie Axton already into that 7th spot overall.
Yeah, and he knows what Slava's going to do, and that's check out. So Willie can't waste any time. Needs to start picking them off right from the green. And he's got plenty of time to do so with 17 to go.
Axton having some issues in the heat race. That's what set him back on the starting grid. So he's definitely got his work cut out for him. Axton has moved up one spot, goes purple again. 41.957, so Axton's got the gas working pretty good here.
Watch out for the 24, the Costa Mesa kid, just recently back from Dallas Junior Olympic Volleyball for Team USA. Player of the tournament, so not too shabby, multi-talented, and he can drive a shifter.
Very impressive. Two-sport master.
Slava out front of Vivek Tandon and Tyler Kaufman, then Troy Butts. Alan Michelle, your quick 5, then Willie Axton, the 24.
Still early on in this main event. 15 to go. They're going to get through these laps pretty quick, though.
And now Willie up to 5th. Slava has been quick all afternoon. He's been tough out there in the 46 machine. Tandon doing all he can do, the 17C. Tyler Kaufman, the 40.
Boy, a lot of battle going on for that 3rd, 4th, and 5th position.
Micro Swift to the grid. Micro Swift to the starting grid.
Kaufman, Michelle, and Axton, positions 3, 4, and 5 as your leaders now come up the hill. So you see a lot of nose-to-tail action from positions 3 on back.
And Axton going to work on Michelle next.
Axton again going purple.
Yeah, that 24 is dialed in. They're running some quick lap times. 4:192.
Look at Axton once again challenging for position. Looks like he's got the 4th spot as they come around Horseshoe. So he is a man on a mission at this point.
Yeah, stopped by and talked to him after the heat race. He told us about the issues on the kart. They said they'd get it fixed, and he was going after the Hard Charger Award. So far, he's backing up that talk.
Absolutely. I know they were out here practicing, and look at, once again, Axton grabbing another spot, putting up a fight for that 3rd position. Man, he
just had too much for Kaufman coming out of Corner Curva. And watch out for the 24. Here he comes. Next up is Vivek, and then for the lead was Slava.
As I was about to say, they were out practicing yesterday, I would say, with the S2 division. Willie Axton, I should say, and he was trying to see if he would run 2 different shifter classes today. Had some mechanical issues with the S2 kart, so just decided to keep it in the open class for the weekend. Now it looks like Prihodko's losing a little bit of ground to Tandon. Once again, Axton going purple, 41.832.
Lap after lap, the 24 going quickest. Still a lot of time left. It'll be 11 to go when they cross the stripe.
So Prihodko continues to be your leader, has been since the drop of the green. There will be a slower kart, but that kart decides to pull inside. Thankfully observes the meatball flag. Tandon really slipping and sliding right now. Looks like Axton's having a little bit of a tough time catching ground on Tandon for that second spot. Actually, that gap looks like it's closing now between Axton and Tandon.
And they might be able to work a little bit together, and that might give them the extra push they need to reel in Slava. Slava's going to be tough, even if you catch him to get around.
Now look at Axton. He has made up that territory on Tandon as they head towards Long Beach.
And it'll be 10 to go when they cross the finish line.
They don't want to do too much side-by-side fighting and let Prihodko slip away from them. There will be a slower kart just ahead of your leader now.
Oh, Willie thought about it. He dove down the inside of Corner Curva. And Tandon slams the door shut.
So now Prihodko coming up on slower traffic, disposes him very easily. And look at Axton, makes the move into Monaco.
Yeah, that's a move he needed right there. And then he got passed back, it looks like, through the horseshoe as they come up on the slower traffic.
Whoa, a little bit of a bump.
Almost contact there with Axton in our lap traffic.
So that really benefits Slava Prihodko. You can see the gap that he's generated now between himself and Vivek Tandon in that second position. Look at Axton to the inside.
Got by, protected the lead. Now he's got to reel in the leader, and a comfortable lead is Slava. So we'll see what Willie can do now. He's got some open air in front of him, clean track.
Let's see what happens now. Hopefully he didn't use up too much tire on these last few laps. He may have to gather it up for a lap or two to try to get things pointed in the right direction. But he's got some time to work with at least.
And we have 8 to go now. With our Micro Swift class up next, Micro Swift.
So pretty sizable gap between Prihodko and Axton. About 2 seconds of a gap now. We'll see if Axton can kind of chip away at that with 8 to go. So nice action in the 125 open division. So does Prihodko, Axton, Tandon, Ellen Michelle, and Tyler Kaufman all in the open 125. Sean Bond is your leader in the Supermaster, S4 Supermaster class, who's running 7th overall. No entries this afternoon in the 175 Super Shifter class.
So that time Michelle quickest on the racetrack. The 110 sits 4th overall. But second place Axe is still quicker than the leader Prihodko in kart number 46.
Yeah, he's slowly chipping away at it. Now it's under 2 seconds of a gap between first and second.
It'll be 6 laps to go.
Oh, looks like Prihodko kind of slid the back end of the cart coming out of Monaco. So let's see if that helps Axton any further to close up that gap between himself and the leader Prihodko.
Definitely closer, but does he have enough time? 6 laps to go.
Closed it again. Now 1.4 seconds between first and second. If he can continue to chip away at this, he might be right there with about 2 to go. Headed into Monaco.
Slava's still looking good. It looks to be ever so slightly closing that gap as they'll head into Long Beach now. It'll be 5 laps to go. Your leader, Slava Prihodko.
Prihodko will see a little bit of some slower action in front of him momentarily, though. The gap is now 1.2 seconds of a difference. So Axton is closing. 5 laps remaining in this main event, with your leaders now entering Monaco.
It'll be Micro Swift to follow. Micro Swift up on the grid. After that, PRD Senior Pilot, PRD Senior, and PRD Masters. Mini Swift, S3, S4, S5, X30 Junior, and the final race of the day will be Kid Kart GX50 Honda.
Once again, Axton now 1.1 seconds away from your leader. Slower traffic just ahead of Prikhatko as they head down the hill.
This could really help Axton and hurt Slava. We'll see if Slava can get by. He's going to catch the slower traffic right before that tight right-hander Monaco.
Just 4 laps remaining now, under 4 laps remaining. Does kind of slow up Prikhatko just ever so slightly. Might also pose a little bit of an issue for Axton. Axton slides the kart. Unfortunately, that'll slow him up.
Yeah, he was forced to go narrow into Long Beach. You could see the angle. And right when he got closest, that allowed Slava to open up a little bit more. And that might be enough because it'll be 3 laps to go now.
Yeah, the difference now is 1.3 seconds between first and second. So Axton did lose a little bit of territory between himself and Prikhatko. And time is running out now. Great action, though. Boy, we've seen some nice, tight racing action in all of our main events so far. I think for some reason this racetrack configuration with a Sportivo racetrack has really fared well for this edition of LAKC Live.
And we've got 2 to go. 2 laps to go for your leader, Slava Prikhatko over Willie Axton, the Axe, Vivek Tandon, and the Bakersfield Bullet, Tyler Kaufman.
Gap has remained the same at 1.3 seconds difference between first and second. Once again, it looks like there will be some slower karts just ahead of your leaders. So let's see if Axton can have that work towards his advantage here.
And Micro Swift to follow. Micro Swift up next.
One of those back markers gets out of the way, very sportsmanlike on his part. 1 to go. Slower kart just ahead of Prikhatko. That really helps out Axton. Look at that. Axton making the move, going side by side.
Oh, it just didn't have enough on the inside of corner curve, and Slava is not happy. They both get by. Axton momentum off the hairpin.
This will give an advantage here for Axton to try to make a move into Monaco. Looking to the inside, still can't make it stick. Prikhatko's still your leader.
Can he do it in Long Beach? 1 more turn to go.
He's going to really have to give him a slide job here. Inside move. They bump. Prikhatko slides.
They both went down narrow into Long Beach, and Slava's not going to be happy with that when the checkered comes out.